Yeah. Let's see. Oh. Okay, we're starting off right off the bat with what looks like an assassination, a murder. So they're setting the tone early. And we see bodies of... Oh, no, this is in her mind. She's killing her other identities or something. She is... I think that's what they're going for. The faker. Okay, yeah, the mask. She's killing her other personas. Oh, yeah, that's... yeah, that's Persona 3, alright. There's no question that they were inspired by Persona 3 there in some way. Ooh, nice. Huh. Oh, so I wonder if this shy one here who's being dragged is the real one, and this other kind of crazy psycho one is a persona that is threatening to take over her or something. And what's with the faces merging into these other HSR characters? Oh! That is a reference. I mean, I don't think it's a reference, but that is absolutely, I'm quite sure, inspired by Sayonara Zetsubou Sensei. Nowadays, yeah, barely anything with the logo, indeed. FF7, yeah. How deep are you in? I mean, I've generally heard it's good. I just hope again that they kill off Aerith. Okay, that was pretty cool, but I feel like I couldn't learn a whole lot about her other than that there's a lot of mystery. Because there's no one else other than her there. I feel like she might be a narcissist. Her crazy personality is herself. Wouldn't appreciate if Mihoyo says no, she's in fact a good person. Well, I mean, it could be both, right? I feel like the way they're showing her, it seems like she's both. She has multiple personalities within her. I don't know if literally it's a multiple personality disorder, but clearly something's going on. So HSR, Sparkle, Japanese VA. Who is the voice actor again? Her Chinese voice is nice. Let's see. Oh, Reina Ueda? I don't recognize that name. Reina Ueda. Her voice is really good, and I can definitely hear the resemblance to that girl. Is it Babe Alive? Yes, Asami Sanada, that was her name. Her voice is so good, and her voice does sound a lot like hers as well. But yeah, let's see. Yeah, so immediately, right? Okay, so this is from her perspective, the view, right? Because we see the hand, and it's the same glove as she has in her right hand. And then you can see, and that looks like a strange bullet, but clearly they're kind of referencing the idea of her killing herself many times in this trailer, including there. But there's something about killing a part of you. But so far, I think the only characters we saw in this trailer are her or some other characters who she phased into. Her face phased into some other characters. And she wears a mask. And there's all this movie and Showtime imagery, which gives the sense that, right, I think she's a celebrity of a sort. And maybe she's an actress or something, something like that. And so, she's putting on an act. But also, how much of that is not an act, but something within her that is coming out, right? So yeah, again, you got these three. This almost looks like a fucking strip club stage, right? But then she's killing them. I wonder if it's also that the characters that she just killed there, they are herself as an audience member, right, as audience members, and she shot them from the stage. So it's like she's killing the part of herself that wants to just be a passive observer, and she's becoming the star. She's becoming the one that the spotlight is on. She's the actor. Literally, she's the one who acts. At least that's what I'm pulling from it. In previous trailers, she was an actress before. I feel like maybe she... Yeah, I think you're right. I vaguely remember her being an actress of some sort. But I might have heard that somewhere, or it could be that... Yeah, it was in the trailer. And also the dots below her eyes indicate she's some sort of performer, I think. And yeah, this looks like fucking Evangelion, right? What is it? Ray... Is it Rose of Ray? Yeah, there it is. And knowing how much Mihoyo likes Evangelion, I would guess that's intentional to some extent. And yeah, that's a good shot. That is really fucking good. Clearly this is not a direct reference to Persona 3, but it is invoking the exact same imagery. And then and now we actually see her fight. She's surrounded. Look at that. It almost looks kung fu-ish. Her legs up, and she's got her arms in kind of a strange configuration. I kind of want to see this again. And then you got them both attacking from the top. She ducks, dodges, grabs one arm, and parries with one leg, one arm. So, and then she grabs and spins them around. Okay. But what's interesting to me is that she doesn't shoot those guys. Her gun is reserved for herself. She only ever shoots herself with the gun, even though, you know, presumably you would use a gun against an enemy, right? So again, this seems like a metaphorical gun meant to kill parts of herself that maybe she wants to get rid of. And then, you know, this... Can't say enough good things about this, but I'll let it speak for itself. Yeah. Let's watch every single frame. God, I wish that were me. Spin is her auto attack. Oh, okay. Huh, that's pretty cool. The auto attack being like that. And again, there she goes. It's always pointed at herself. It's always killing herself. And now she's even offering it to another one of hers to kill her. Oh, that is beautiful. And here also the color scheme really changes, right? Most of her color scheme is red and black. It's all about red and black generally. And then it becomes way too many. There's no such thing as way too many. I think you mean just the right amount. Just the right amount, or maybe a little too few. But there's no such thing as way too many when you say feet fan art. But yeah, look at how the colors... and Mihoyo's always been really good with colors, right? They've in Genshin, they're 100%, like 10 out of 10 in terms of how well they manage colors. But look at that! This all of a sudden it becomes kind of psychedelic in having all these different colors and changing. Yeah, this is very psychedelic, the way the colors shift. And then it becomes this imagery, and this is where I say, this reminds me a lot of Madoka. Now, I don't know if we'll actually see a proper... So this is the kind of... Okay, yeah, you can sort of see the similarities, I think, right? You can see the similar feel of this kind of imagery in... So this is right now is the Sparkle trailer. And if you look at the kind of stuff you see here in Madoka by Shaft Animation, which, whoa, we just got to some pretty fucked up shit in Madoka, which is known for having some pretty fucked up stuff. But, like, yeah, I don't know how to describe this visual style, but there's certainly aspects of it that are similar, I think. And again, I don't know for a fact that Mihoyo was directly inspired by Shaft. Shaft Studio is the name of the studio, and they've done more than just this anime in this kind of style, although they don't use it that much in most other anime. But one of my favorites is like Sensei, the Ringo. So this is the opening of Sayonara Zetsubou Sensei, or this season 2 by Shaft Animation, and I think no, this is the 3rd season. But they use a lot of similar imagery regardless. But I see a lot of the imagery here that... Or, imagery is not the right term. A lot of the style here reminds me a lot of this Sparkle. It's really interesting. It looks super weird. It is very weird. I highly recommend Sayonara Zetsubou Sensei, though. It's one of my favorite comedy anime of all time. Season 2 is better, but Season 1's really good. Also, this character that you see so much of with the hair decoration, her name's Kafka. She's Kafka. She's the Kafka that I think of when I think of anime and Kafka, not the one from Honkai Star Rail. Although now I think a lot about her as well. Also, the voice actress for her plays Frankenstein, Nursery Rhyme, and at least a few other characters, I think, in FGO. She's not in Genshin yet, though. And there's also a girl here who's voiced by Asami Sanada, the same voice actress as... Also, that's Miyuki Sawashiro just there. Yeah, Miyuki Sawashiro plays a brown-skinned loli, very cute. The voice actress for Barguest, Marina Inoue, plays sort of the girl who turns out to be the main girl at the end, kinda. Although she's really the main girl. But yeah, that imagery, like, or the visual style is clearly similar in a lot of ways, but it's still different. And this is very psychedelic. Yeah, here, this is the only part of the trailer that I can think of. Also, she has the finger, I don't know, ribbon string game kind of thing, which, you know, kind of invokes maybe a bit of a childlike thing or playful, but it's also a heart, which gives the idea of somebody who is romantic. But everything else about her so far shows nothing that shows anything that's romantic. And I also gotta say, that looks like it's either meant to be wings, or maybe like after she shot herself, blood spewing out or something. But here, let's see who they go through. So I think she's Black Swan. Don't know who that is. I feel like I've seen her before. Is that Jing Liu or something? But so we go through three different characters, 2 women, 1 man, before we get back to her, and that's it. Those are the only other characters I can think of. And again, we go back to this. And yeah, here, clearly, again, we see that imagery of her splitting apart here, which indicates maybe there's multiple personalities. Maybe she creates multiple personalities and then kills them. She invents new personas for herself. You know, Persona, right? Persona, the title of the game, is a reference to the idea of a persona, of different personalities that you might put on, different masks. So she might invent and kill aspects of herself, personality aspects of herself. And this might all have happened within like a moment. We see the freeze frame essentially. So I'm guessing she might be a kind of a psychopath who uses her... Yeah, uses her kind of... her ability to take on different characteristics, personas to manipulate people, to win their trust, i.e. manipulate people or accomplish things. I don't know. Black Swan. Adventurer. Okay, an Acheron. I see Acheron's the Persona 5. The personas are masked. Oh yeah, they do have joke. I have seen them with the masks, right? Yeah. And yeah, that makes sense. The idea of a mask and persona is highly, highly linked. The idea of a mask and a persona. All right, let's actually try to do this solo properly this time. You know what would be hilarious? If I gave Hutao two-piece healing, so that I can always keep her topped up, but that's no fun.